Chronic pain doesn't just hurt your body, it slowly takes away pieces of you. And nobody warned you about that. Nobody prepared you for that part. Before the pain, I was always active, hiking, going to the gym, going out with friends, not active for an introvert, okay? And working at least one job, maybe three. Like I just did all these things and went back to college and all these things. And then the pain quietly and over time took that from me. It changed how I interact with the world and how I feel. It just changes how you feel mentally, physically, emotionally, and it takes that from you and it pulls it out. And you're left to wonder what's next. And then it made me more of an introvert because people would call and I wouldn't go anymore. I didn't go, I don't go out and it takes that from you. It takes a lot. And then about 5 years ago, I went back to the gym and I even got certified as a personal trainer and I taught I taught classes and I taught private sessions for people to get fit and I was very active, eating the right foods, and of course, my pain was better because when you're active, your pain is better. It's just that we can't be active with so much pain. This was before I fell on ice again. When I fell on ice this time, no, it didn't show on an X-ray that I broke any ribs or anything because I did go to the doctor. But what happened was it jerked all that stuff in my back, and what wasn't already hurt is now hurting my whole spine. So, it's like I made that progress and then I was doing that and I was going out and hiking these mountains where I live with all these trails and everything. And then it came down to the point where, well, I can't. It hurts too bad. It hurts to move. It hurts to go out for a walk. So gradually with time, that your body starts to just kind of be like, you know, more, you've got all that tension and anxiety that you can't release through exercise and physicality. And all those things just wear down on you. They wear down on you. And then something happens like unexpectedly, one of my dogs passed away recently in my arms, sitting in my chair, unexpected because before when I've lost a pet, and it's been very difficult, right? But you see them declining and you're able to take them and have something done for them. Well, this didn't happen that way. And it was a big blow and it really set me back. This was a few weeks back and it really set me back. And of course, your stress and anxiety is going to make your pain worse. So for a few weeks, I've been really down with my pain. And I mean, I know what this feels like. I know what you're going through, and I feel for you because it feels like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what's next, right? What's next? What's going to happen next that I can't do? Am I going to end up in assisted living at 65? That's not been in my plans, right? But there's that moment when you realize you're not going to get any better, right? You might have temporary periods of time where, like my personal trainer thing I was doing when I was 60, and then now I'm 65 and I can barely, function some days. And you realize that this isn't going to get better. Now, you may have better days. Summer may be better for a lot of us than these cold winter months. When, for me, having fallen on ice twice and injured myself very badly from both of those falls, I can attest that I don't go out on the ice, right? I don't go out. So then I've been stuck in the house for 7 or 8 days. I can't remember. And it's just been a lot. But when you realize this is it, I'm not going to get better, that's a shock. Now, that doesn't mean, again, I don't want to make you think it is horrible, but I don't want to make you think this is your end. We just have to deal with where we are now and not keep thinking, but I used to be able to do this. Well, no, we can't anymore. It's no fun anymore. And then comes the invisible grief. Even if you tell your friends about the pain, they don't hear you because they They listen, they may listen, your friends and family, but they don't really take it in because they don't understand. Your family is probably frustrated with you not being able to do what you used to do, and you feel like a burden because you don't feel like doing what you used to do. And it's just a steady circle of, dysfunction. When when taking a shower and blow drying your hair uses most of your energy, there's not much left some days. You feel ashamed to cancel all the time, and then nobody asks anymore because they know you won't go. Life begins to move on without you, it seems. I wanted to go to a concert last week. I was coming through the local casino here, and I was like, that sounds like fun. Casey and the Sunshine Band in the middle of winter, right? I didn't get a ticket because I knew that at 7 o'clock at night, I wasn't going to feel like going out. It's not that far from me. I could drive over there, 5 minutes, be there. You got to park, you got to walk in. Oh, I could park in valet. Okay, you still got to park and walk in. And then you got to go sit in some chair that may or may not be soft and comfortable, like your recliner at home or your heating pads that you use all the time because you're in so much pain. You don't have those when you go out. And so I didn't go. And I couldn't have gone anyway because it iced over, but still, I don't plan things. And I know you want to give up. I know you want to give up because I want to give up all the time. I want to give up. But what happens if I give up? For me, I ended up all alone. And there's a lot that goes into that before you start trying to judge me. I'm totally on my own, 100%. 99%. I have friends and my neighbor who help me. But as far as family and all that, 99%. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I've always been independent. I'm independent because I had to be. Pain makes me even more independent because nobody's around. But please hear me out. You're not broken. Your worth is not determined by your output. You're still just as lovable as you were before this happened. You may have more problems. You may need to get a therapist to help you work through this for yourself. But your worth isn't based on productivity. You still have lots to offer in your life. You just have to fit it around your pain. Maybe comedy was your thing. You can try comedy. If you're a writer and you wrote for your job, write a book. Talk about your pain. I'm considering it. I'm considering doing a book on this. But I'm not here to tell you how to get over this because you can't get over it. This is an individual thing, and we each have to have our own journey. But I'm here to say, I hear you, I see you, I know what you're going through, and it's just the way it is. And it's enough. You just have to redesign your life, face the days that are unfaceable at times. If you need to go to bed, go to bed. Stop beating yourself up. Just celebrate getting out of bed if that's all you could do today. That's enough. If this helped you feel less alone, stick around. We're building a space for you where people are less alone and we can feel each other's pain.